All right, everyone. Pete here from Pirate Cove. My special guest today doesn't need any introduction. You've seen him on this site many times. Brett's here. And what Brett is going to do today is he's had the opportunity to run on this boat a little bit. So we're going to ask him some questions, what he's experienced using the boat. So, Brett, the first thing I would like to ask you about is the power associated with this particular setup. What do we have in this motor and what are the advantages?
So this Sylvan L5 is powered with a 300 Mercury Verado, which I happen to be sitting on, like the horsepower. This boat will run about 48 miles an hour. You load 14 of your closest friends on there, and if you don't have 14 friends, you're going to have 14 really quick Pete. I understand, friends can be hard to come by.
Yes.
But with this boat, it won't be hard to come by with 300 on the back. You load those 14 friends on here, you're still about a 42.5-mile-an-hour pontoon boat, which is fantastic. And everybody's riding in style. You have the nice big seat back here, and the horsepower's back here to watch everybody get left in your wake. So
Okay.
it runs beautifully.
So since you're sitting back there, why don't you tell us a little bit about the towing setup on this system?
So this L5 has a great ski tow bar integrated right in. It doubles as a railing, so the kids don't come out rolling out the back when you jump on the throttle. But it's built in, it's solid, it's rugged stainless steel powder-coated tubing that's integrated in. Pull tubes off it. You can pull wakeboarders, knee boarders. It is rated to a max of 500-pound capacity, so I may or may not have pulled 2 single tubes off here, with some small kids, and it works great because it keeps the rope up nice and high above the motor, out of the prop, and makes it easy for visibility. So as the driver and the captain, you can see what's happening behind you, and your spotters have clear visibility behind as well.
Great. So obviously with the tri-tune set up on here, people expect a certain level of performance. How did you find this boat performed on the water?
This boat performed fantastic. You could pull the kids' tubing really nice, get the nice sharp turns, get the boat on a nice roll where it's nice and safe. You don't feel like you're rocking all over. You're not pounding through the waves. It runs nice in heavy water as well with boat traffic and the waves on the Rideau or the big Rideau or anything like that. Waves aren't an issue, and it works really well in all those conditions. There's nothing locally that you can throw this boat at that it won't handle.
All right. So part of the features of this beautiful boat is the console and the integrated Simrad. If you could tell us a little bit about that.
This Sylvan has done a fantastic job on this L5 integrating a Simrad, which is called glass display. You also have your 2 SmartCraft gauges on the side for redundancy, but this Simrad is great. It's connected to the motor, so you have speed, you have your RPM. You can set it up so you can see all the other critical features of it. But for me, I want to know RPM and how much fuel I have in the boat, because the rest of it is all about fun. And this boat has a 60-gallon fuel tank. It's currently reading 0. Yes, we can see that, but it's because the key is just in the on position to light up the screen. It also doubles as a map, has maps on here, has charts on here, has depth finder on here, down imaging on here, and also your engine. It's a fantastic unit, built right in, easy to use, easy to see under all weather conditions. And the dash layout, again, is very nice with a master power on and off here, your interior lights, courtesy lights, underwater lights, side lights. And then another great feature, which I love, I have a Pixel phone, fits in there real nice under any wave conditions. Bluetooth it to the old radio here, and favorite tunes on the water when we're tubing and skiing and just relaxing on the lake.
Well, that's one thing I noticed too with the stereo. There's a multitude of USB ports on this boat, yes, and a great speaker setup for versatility to run your music wherever you are, in the boat.
I can't speak to the USBs on if they connect to this, because as the captain, my radio is the option. Okay. Nobody else gets an option on the boat. So okay, my phone's always tethered to the radio. But the one nice thing about this radio, it has 2 zone setups that are easy to get at. So you can adjust the volume independently of each other, which is great. So depending on where you're sitting the boat, how loud you want it to be, or if you're on a beach type setting, there's 2 great speakers off the back so you can listen to your favorite tunes while you're out floating and having fun on the beach.
Awesome. So the last area that I wanted to go over with you is the comfort of this. Like for the kids and the family on here, how useful did you find some of the comfort features on this?
The layout of this boat is fantastic with the flip seat here. So as much as I like you on the boat with me, Pete, you're not going to be sitting there. But that seat goes forward and back. So if you're pulling the kids on the tube or skiing, a person can lounge there, their cup holder there for the water bottles. Or if you're going into town and you're not tubing, you flip it back and you got a nice seat facing forward. The seat at the back is the exact same. There's tons of room on this boat for plenty of people to sit. We've had 15 people on the boat and no shortage of space, which is fantastic. But if there's just myself and the wife going out, it's perfect. We're close enough here together. We can chat, or if she happens to get mad at me, she can go one end of the boat or the other.
And the storage on this boat, like there's massive amount of storage, like that compartment in the back there. Right now it has the full boat cover in that. But I imagine you could put your skiing accessories, your tubing accessories in there.
We happen to be out on a rainy day, and you'll get a kick out of this. My son, he didn't want to get wet, and he was the only smart one in the boat. He decided to crawl right under the console at 80 pounds, and he hung out there for a 12-minute boat ride all the way home. Guess who was dry when we got home?
He was. Awesome. Well, I wanted to thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Everybody.
This is a great boat, so don't miss it.
Yeah. Give us a call. It's on sale and available right now.